Hello everyone, this is Richard. Welcome to another edition of Starfield Essentials. Today I'm trying out Xbox Remote Play with a PC, iPad, and iPhone. My Xbox is a Series S 1 terabyte released in September of 2023. You'll want to start by visiting the Xbox Remote Play website to ensure you have compatible equipment. You'll also need to enable Remote Play on your Xbox, specifically the Enable Remote Features setting and also the Sleep Power option. I tested two Xbox controllers with this setup. With the PC, I used an Xbox controller connected by USB cable, and with the iPad and iPhone, I used a different Xbox controller paired via Bluetooth. The laptop I'm using today is a Lenovo X1 Carbon 6th generation with 16 gigs of RAM and an onboard Intel UHD Graphics 620 card. Graphics don't really matter though because the Xbox is rendering everything itself. To start, you need the Xbox app installed on your laptop. And here you can see I'm starting up the Xbox app. And what you want to do is after you've entered and you're logged in, obviously, you'll want to click the icon that has the consoles at the top there. And you'll see if your console isn't already added, you'll need to add it. But once you can see it there, you click on it and you get a little rocket loading screen that tells you it's trying to set up the Teredo network tunnel to enable connectivity. Now I'm connected to my Xbox. This is the screen I would see if I were sitting down on my Xbox. And so I go ahead and start up Starfield. And Starfield will load. You'll get the regular prompt about syncing to the cloud, and you'll get an opportunity to load a save. And all of this work is being done on your Xbox, so it really doesn't matter what sort of graphics you have in your laptop in this example. So here I am sitting in one of my ships. I'm about to take off. And it looks pretty much the same as it would whether I was on the laptop or on the Xbox. This is obviously different from playing on a laptop with Steam or with Game Pass.
We're locking into orbit now.
And that's it. When you're done, you can save and quit. And here I'm using the fully quit method where I scroll down to the Starfield tile and I hit the three lines on the Xbox controller and then say quit. And now the game has fully quit. The same as I would do as if I were sitting in front of the Xbox itself. And you can disconnect by clicking on the little three dots in the upper left-hand side. And it gives you the option to disconnect with that X. And that is it. All these tests are being done on a local area network via Wi-Fi, so I'll have to try remote testing later. Next, we'll test the experience on a third generation iPad Pro 11-inch. Here you can see talking to Sarah. Once again, you'll need the Xbox app installed on your iPad. And once you have it installed and you click on it, you'll get a screen that asks if you want to do remote play. And once you get that opportunity, you can click on it and start playing. You don't want to launch on console. That'll just start the game on the console that you're not sitting at. Here I am. I'm going to start the remote play option, and you get a similar rocket screen to the one we saw on PC. And once again, I'm back connected via some type of, I think it's a Teredo tunnel. Some type of graphics transmission is happening over that tunnel. And now I am playing Starfield. And if it asks to sync data for the cloud, you want to let it do that, and you can load your save and start playing the game. The video here really doesn't do it justice. I think this is an artifact of the recording process on the iPad. And right away, when I loaded the save, apparently I jumped into battle. Thankfully, the turrets on my ship were working. So they made quick work of those adversaries out there. But when I was done, I quit the game. And in this case, I didn't do the full quit. I just went down to disconnect, which is going to remove the connection I have to this Xbox. Now the final test is with my iPhone. This is an iPhone 11 Pro, just a regular size. So the size of the screen is a little bit of a challenge. But otherwise, it works great. I have it paired via Bluetooth to an Xbox controller, which made it really easy to play with. But as you'll see, that isn't the only option that you have for controlling the game. Once again, you'll start up the Xbox app, and you'll want to click on the console and say remote play on this device. And you get that rocket ship flying off into infinity once more. And now I'm connected back to my Xbox. And I'll just go right down to Starfield and start the game. And after loading a save, I find that I'm flying again. Now, the difference with this option, and I don't know if the iPad can do this as well. I bet it can. I just didn't touch the screen while I was doing the testing. On the iPhone, I ended up touching the screen. As you can see, I got these control options to pop up. And it's essentially a reproduction of what's on an Xbox controller. And I imagine if you're a little more nimble with your fingers than I am, you can actually play the game with this, and you don't need a physical Xbox controller to play the game. I also noticed that I wasn't really hearing what I expected for sound, and so I clicked on the mute, and I think that made a difference, but I'm not sure if I just enabled access to my microphone. So I have to take a second look at that. But I went back into the game, and I think I also touched the screen one more time and caused that menu to pop up. I'm not sure if I'm going to try that again. I actually probably wouldn't be playing on my phone, and to tell you the truth, the phone is pretty limiting. Like the shipbuilder would probably be very tough to use in this scenario. But as I was recording, and I just happened to jump into a different sector, and I encountered an adversary ship. And oddly enough, my turrets in this combat were not firing on their own. I was just sitting there flying around waiting for my turrets to light up this guy. And I realized that all the fire that was happening was coming from the other ship. So I decided I needed to start firing my manual weapons themselves. So I was able to do that, and you know, a few shots, and it didn't take too long before I was able to destroy the ship. I wasn't about to try to board it or do anything like that. I figured just destroying it was enough. And it turns out I had a bounty on that ship anyway, so that took care of business. So all told, I think these 3 tests were pretty successful. I would like to try testing at least the iPad, possibly on another network somewhere outside my house to see what the performance is like, to see if the graphics get degraded. But overall, I enjoyed trying this test, and I will see you in the Starfield.